This screencast is to show you how to set up your PowerPoint slideshow and then also how to add voice. So I have 6 slides here. So I have my introductory slide, my topic, independent, dependent variables, hypothesis. And then all I did is I cut and pasted information from the output here onto the slides. I'm normally not a big fan of just cutting and pasting, but I think for this purpose, as long as you get the output on the slides, you can then talk about it on each screen. So instead of worrying about putting words and such, for the most part, on your PowerPoint slideshow, because you obviously have some words up here, but just take the output, cut and paste. So here are my frequencies for men and women separately. Again, all this is on your output for you that I provide based on your data that you turned in with the first assignment. Frequencies, correlations, your table, and then the chi-square. Now this is not a slide you have to have. I just put this in here to help you figure things out. And then here's the statement. So I have my test statistic here and information, my results. But let's just go through. So I'd show this slide and then I give a voiceover. I talk about this. Then I show this slide and then I talk, and so on and so on. So go through, talk about, again, this is a slide you don't have to have. I just put this slide in here for you to see my math. So here's my table number 4. So again, this is, so here's the frequencies, here's the correlations, here's the table, the cross tabulation table, and then I show you here my chi-square results. So for each slide, you're going to talk. So if I were doing this slide, what you do is you go to Insert, and then you want audio. Click on the little link there, and you want record audio. Once you hit the record button, you start recording. So I hit record, and now I'm talking. And so this is what would be on my first slide. Click OK when you're done. And so you do this for each slide. So you come to your second slide, audio, record, hit the button. You explain what's going on in the slide. So I would say, for example, about 4 out of 10 males say they never got drunk, and about 3 out of 10 say they got drunk frequently. 4 out of 10, 3 out of 10. Whereas about a quarter of women say they never got drunk, and about a third say they got drunk frequently. That's all I would record there. Then go to my next slide, do the recording. Next slide, do the recording, and so on. And so when you turn your work in and I pull your file up, I will open up like this. I'll click on this. I'll see what you wrote, but also listen to you. I'll go to this slide. I'll see what you put in. I'll listen to you. So I'll be grading you on, are you interpreting the numbers correctly? Things like that. Was your table set up correctly? Your chi-square test statistic, was it the correct number? And was your interpretation correct? Was your hypothesis supported? Again, you'll want to make sure you tell me your hypothesis as you begin. And then in the end, was it supported or not? And the way you know it's supported is by, did your correlation support your hypothesis? If my hypothesis is that the more your peers get drunk, the more you do. Oh, by the way, don't worry about leaving this there. That you can just leave it there. That's fine. You don't have to move it somewhere else. I don't mind where it is, because sometimes it looks funny in the middle of the screen. If my hypothesis is the more your peers get drunk, the more you get drunk. If my correlations support that, if there's a significant difference between significant correlation between peer drinking behavior, your drinking behavior, if the more your peers get drunk, the more you do, and if it's significant. And if your chi-square test shows there's a significant difference in that, yes, I do see that the more peers get drunk, the more you got drunk. If that's a significant difference, then I would conclude that my hypothesis is supported. If either the chi-square test or the correlation does not support your hypothesis, then your conclusion is my hypothesis is wrong. I just want to have 2 different tests to test your hypothesis, because it's just a little more robust, a little more accurate way of determining if your hypothesis is correct or not. So if you have any questions about inserting the audio or putting your slides together, let me know.